everyone, Eric here, and I wanted to take you through a quick run through of FlipGrid. I know that many people have heard of FlipGrid, some people have used it, but I really wanted to bring it up again because it's such a useful app and such a useful tool for right now where we have students hybrid, students virtual, all these different ways we're teaching. And the nice thing about FlipGrid is it allows for a kind of mixing between the synchronous and asynchronous worlds, because it's almost synchronous where you can have a discussion and students can respond to it, but it's not live. So it gives students time to process and think about what they want to do, but they're still accountable to respond and stay active. So let's first start by talking about getting set up with FlipGrid. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to flipgrid.com and you're going to create an account. And you just use your Google login. If you already have an account, you can just log right in with Google. Okay? Then that's going to take you to this main page. Now, what we're going to talk today about, we're going to talk about groups and topics. Okay, so groups are kind of the bigger idea. This could be your classes that you teach. It could be subject areas. It just depends on your situation. In general, like for lower L, you're going to set this up for either your class or by topic, like reading, writing, math. Okay? And then for middle school and high school, you could do this just by hour or by class that you teach. And then within those groups, you can post topics and organize them. Okay, so let's first create a group. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to create this and I'll call it Math First Hour. Okay, you can see it gives me a join code. You can customize this and see what's available, but this code will take students right to this group. Okay, so when they use this code, it'll take them right here and they can see any topics that you've posted. Now there's two ways for your students to join FlipGrid. They can either join using their Google email, or you can create a roster with usernames. Okay, and so middle school, high school, you just use student email. They'll be able to join that way. Elementary, you would use the student username. I'm going to take you through how to do that right now. It looks about the same whether or not you choose email or username. Okay, so when you do the student name or username, you can upload a CSV file. Or you can, they have a template where you can take a class list and upload it. But I found it's easy enough just to put in student names. Remember, with last names, just use an initial. And then as far as your username, you could just put their name together like that. Okay? Or you could even just use their first name, and that's fine too. And add them. Okay? And then add another. There we go. Okay. You can also create an optional guest password. This would be if you wanted families to be able to join and see your posts and discussion, or if you had, let's say, a guest who was going to join your class and you wanted them to see your discussion, you could give them an optional password. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit next now that my students have been added, and there is my direct link, okay, to this group. So let's go ahead and go to the group. Now, when you want students to join, there's a couple ways you can do this. They can just go ahead and type in this join code. And again, this join code will take them to your whole group. So it won't take them right to one topic, but to your group here. Okay, I can actually share a number of different ways though. If I click share, you can see there's that link, but you could do it with a QR code. You can share it through some different things here, but really the main ones would be QR code or link. Okay. So let's go ahead and type in this link on my student iPad down here, and let's just see what it looks like. So I'm going to type in Robinson and then 6095. Okay, there we go, and it's asking me my username, so I'll type that in. And by the way, if it says remember me, whether you're using email or just regular student code login, it will remember them on their iPads the next time that they log in. Now you can see it says no topics found, and that's because I have not added any topics yet. So that's the second part of this video, is how to add topics to FlipGrid. Okay, so let me go down here as the teacher, and I'm going to click on add a topic. Give it a title. Okay, I can add a prompt. All right, then down here, recording time. This is important. So your recording time, I would recommend keeping it low for two reasons. One is because students will tend to really think through their response rather than rambling, but also it'll allow your students to see more video responses. If they're going through and they want to hear these different students, if I keep it to more like 30 to 45 seconds, they're going to be able to see more responses and comment on them. All right, I can turn on or off topic moderation. So this will allow me as the teacher to control what is being posted. Okay, so if a student posts a response video, or they have a comment, I will have to approve those as they come in, or I can leave it off. And you can always delete things after the fact. So if you don't want to moderate because you want to be able to have your students just post and have it run a little more smoothly, that's fine, and just know that after the fact, you can always go in and delete things. Okay, so now I can add media to this topic as well. So if I wanted more than just text, there's a couple things I can do. So the first thing I can do is I could record a video, and this is probably the most common thing that teachers would do here. So you could just record a video where you have your favorite color or whatever it is. You can also see there's some options here where I could upload a clip that I've recorded that's already on my computer. I can mirror my video too, so if I'm holding up a book, it won't be mirror image. And then I can record my screen, which is so nice. So the ability to do a screen recording similar to Loom, where you can record your screen, you can do a mini lesson for students and then have them respond, is really, really nice. There's also some effects to kind of zoom up your video a little bit, and you can just play with these to get more of an idea of what they are, and just know that students have these same options as well, okay? Which at first I was like, oh, they're just gonna play around, but honestly, I think it really engages students to be able to personalize their video a little bit. So as long as they're not going overboard, I think it's okay. All right, so I can record my video. Hi, boys and girls, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is orange, and I don't know why, it just is, but I love pumpkins. Okay, I'm not gonna go on. Okay, so I'm gonna hit next.
Hi, boys and girls.
It's going to play your video and allow you to edit it, and you can even add more to your video. So you could do it, like if you want to do little clips, instead of having to do one big long video, you can do that too. Now you notice a lot of times with these videos, they give you what's called a preview thumbnail, and sometimes it's not the most flattering picture. You can either select a frame from your video, or you can just take a selfie, make it look however you want. Okay, so now it's uploading my video. So after you add your media, then you're going to see this access control. And I was a little bit confused by this at first, but what it means is that right now all the students in my group have access to this post, so they can all see it and respond to it. But what if you only wanted a select number of students in your class to have access? Well, you can turn on this select access and put in only certain emails or certain usernames that you wanted to have access to this particular topic. Okay, so again, if I had maybe a math group that I wanted to see this but not everybody else, I could put in just their names. Okay, I'm gonna leave that off and hit create topic. So now you're gonna see it's gonna give me another code. This code is if I wanted students to go right to this topic instead of having to go to my group and then find it. Where this is useful is, let's say that I have like 7, 8, 10, 20 different topics that I posted for students. Well, now I can have them go right to the topic instead of having to go through my whole class and find it. Okay, I'm gonna hit all set. Now let's go back and let's check it out. Okay, so here is my group, and then inside of my group, there's my topic. So you can see right down here, it says favorite color. It has my video here, so students can watch it. Okay, and now they can add a response. All right, so I was able to go down and just find that within the group. Okay, so let's take a look at what that looks like. So the student can click record a response once they've already watched the video. They can record their response to it. Same options where they can go through and they can add some different things to their videos. They can take a selfie, for their thumbnail preview, all those same kind of options you had, and then they submit it, okay? So once they submit it, you're going to notice down here on the student view, it's going to start populating videos. As different students start turning in their videos, you're going to see them creating a grid down here, and then students can watch and comment on each other's videos. Now, not only can they comment, but they can actually do a video comment as a response as well. Okay, now on your teacher end, you're going to start to see, once you click on that topic, you're going to start to see all the different responses roll in, and then you can view them and you can comment on them as well. If they're inappropriate, you can make them hidden, okay? And you can also delete them, download them, do a lot of other things with them. One thing I like to do though is when you pin the response, what's going to happen is, let's see on the student end, you can see now it says it's pinned. That's going to keep that student response on the top of the page. So if you want to highlight something that a student's doing, you want to highlight that, that work, you can pin it to the top where other students can go and they can check it out. All right? All right, and then finally, as I go back to my main group here, if I ever want these to go away, I can just make them hidden. And what that'll do is it'll take them out of the student view, but they're not deleted forever. You can also freeze them, so if you want to leave those videos for a later time, but you don't want students to be able to add more responses, then you can freeze them, okay? Again, I think FlipGrid is going to be a really useful tool for so many people who are trying to have those discussions going, make things collaborative, and not have to do it in Zoom live where students can get a little distracted. They can also be very intimidated when they see all those faces looking back at them. If you need more help with FlipGrid, just let me know and I would be happy to help you out.